Hello everyone, it's Ashwin Rao, and in today's video I'm going to take you through my first conditioning of this pair of Two Monkeys Sportif boots. Two Monkeys was started by the founder of Gelato, one of Tokyo's popular clothiers, and the person who was responsible for establishing Red Wing, at least popularizing Red Wing as a brand in Japan for heritage style and footwear. That's Michio Suzuki. So those two individuals came together, took that Red Wing aesthetic and elevated it. And the Sportif has been the model that has caught the most attention, certainly in the United States, because it's been available through Standard and Strange for some time. And it offers a very unique take on heritage footwear, harkening to the Belle Epoque era of footwear, with unique features such as this blinded waist and almost a spade-like sole, as well as this pretty dramatic leather that's both soft, forms rolls, and also should over time T-core really dramatically. I've worn this now a number of times without any treatment conditioning across a variety of different weather, rain, mainly indoors, but kind of all across the board. And you can see it's already formed some really beautiful rolls, and it's holding up quite well. But the time has come for me to do a little conditioning because I feel like the leather may be starting to dry out a little bit. So I'm going to be using a combination of Paul Brungard's Reviving Cream, which I got as a test sample from Paul Brungard, and one of my favorites, the new updated Pure Polish High Shine Wax Polish, which I find to be quite a versatile and easy to apply shine. So what the goal here is to apply a quick shine, but one that's effective. And I'll be using this brush as well as a polishing cloth to do some of the extra work along the way. So we're going to take you through a really quick shine. With the Brungard cream, I apply almost like suntan, like that, about that much, and then I kind of spread it around my hands as such. So I have kind of a gentle layer across my whole hand as if I'm moisturizing my hands. That allows me to not apply too much to any one part of the shoe. It's just something that I've found to be a nice little trick when applying a cleaner and conditioner to a shoe. I'm also applying to the heel block here as well as the waist of the shoe because, you know, they are leather too, so they need some conditioning and some love. So as you can see, just that little bit of the cleaner and conditioner has really woken up this shoe a little bit. You can't see a whole lot yet, honestly, but you can see how just that pretty much off my hands completely. Here's about the amount here. You can kind of get a sense for what that looks like. Kind of like you're applying suntan lotion to somebody's shoulders. Maybe your loved one, maybe yourself, maybe somebody else that you are allowed to apply suntan lotion to. But in this case, we're not applying suntan lotion. It's cleaner and conditioner, which I would not recommend applying to a loved one or a partner because it may smell a little funny, and I'm not sure what it does to live skin, which is also leather, I guess. Weird. Sorry. Anyways, you can see how I have applied this guy now. So both pairs have had a nice application. I'm even applying it a little to that T-core and then getting the residual of my fingers off onto the waist of the shoe here. So there we go. Using a standard horsehair brush, this one from Wellington. I have favorites from Wellington as well as Shoji Works, but you can really pick anything up. I would just recommend that your brush have long enough bristles. If they're too short, they become stiffer. So you want a nice, soft brush. I use one for blacks and one for browns, or pretty much everything else. And then I try to be a little bit more careful if I have something off colored, like say a green or blue. Don't want to necessarily apply that to a brown shoe, so I use my black brush sometimes for that if it's appropriate. And you can see just that little bit of brushing gives you this nice high shine luster. This is a little bit more matte, you can see currently, but just a little brushing and you can already see that really without applying any wax or other products, just a cleaner conditioner, this Paul Brungard Reviving Cream really gets this leather a nice little shine. Now, I've intentionally not used shoe trees for this because I wanted to see how this footwear collapses and rolls, and I just found that maybe it's going to have more character akin to what some of the Japanese footwear enthusiasts seem to achieve. A nice matte lustrous finish using the Reviving Cream from Paul Brungard. Pure polish, high shine polish. Really nice, easy to apply using just the warmth of my finger. I apply that to the tips of the shoe right about here, more or less where the toe stiffener is, more or less, and where the heel stiffener is. And the reason I do this is because while I do want this leather to T-core, I want it to do so gradually and slowly rather than develop any major scuffs or gouges. And so I am applying this wax to protect these high friction areas so that over time the T-core doesn't become too dramatic on the heel counters where there tends to be a lot of, at least for me, contact from one shoe to the other or contact between shoe and other surface materials. I also do like to apply a little bit of that shine to the heel block. And make sure to get down towards the welt stitch there, just so you don't have any areas up front that are not properly polished. You can see some of those scuff marks that happen with the contact of this part of the shoe, at least in my particular use case, to the remainder of the environment that I'm interacting with. So there we go. Little polish here. All I'm going to do now is brush. That's all I'm going to do. Normally what I would do is take the rag here, wet it a little bit, and do some polishing, but I'm going to see how this goes just using friction to get that to shine up. And I'm getting a really nice shine. If you compare this to, say, the pre-shine pair, you can see the difference between, say, this, where I did not apply any wax, but I did apply the conditioner, and this. So this is how easy it can be, basically. A quick suntan style application of a reviving cream, followed by a quick brush, followed by a quick application of your high shine polish. You don't need to do too much. That would be my recommendation. You get a really nice shine. So here we have it, the finished product. Just did another application of the high shine polish here in the interim. And as you could see, a bunch of brushing. And this, my friends, is a beautiful boot. Now just shined up. Now this isn't like my classic pairs where I'm going to go for a high shine. I just want to get a lustrous shine on this leather. Veg tan leathers of certain types such as this actually do hold a nice high shine if you want to go that far, but I wanted to get more of a luster and just showcase the rolls and organic nature of this very unique shoe that I'm really enjoying. And I think it's just a testament to the craftsmanship and thought put into a pair as well clipped and conceived as these, that's going to really grow with time and give you something to be really proud of, not just on opening the box, but on wearing them and then doing some shoe care. Because this pair has clearly been worn, it's forming nice rolls, and it's clearly had some care. This is how I like to take care of my shoes, because I think it's important to take care of your shoes. So, with that said, I'm gonna head off into the sunset to the rest of my non-shoe care related day activities. And Paul Brungard, Two Monkeys, Wellington, Kroger Fred Meyer. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care and goodbye.